I'm Peter Pope. I'm a professor in the Archaeology unit, which is currently part of the Department of Anthropology and Archaeology. I work on, currently I'm working on French migratory fishery in Newfoundland, the shore-based migratory fishery, which was a long-standing industry here and a very important part of the way Europe started to use North America. My research has been a bit broader in the past, but I've dealt with early English settlement and the early English fishery too. I guess my research is different than the research that some other archaeologists do, because I'm an historical archaeologist. That is, I deal with the fairly recent centuries in which Europe expanded and, as Brodel says, started to consume the rest of the world. And that means that my work is partly, or is more document-based than the work that many archaeologists do. And I guess within historical archaeology, my work's a bit different than some, in the sense that I've tried to retain a cultural perspective. Now, I don't mean that I'm not looking at specific material. All archaeologists look at specific material, but I guess it's sort of what you try to do with it. I mean, these things, for example, this is some pottery from Brittany, which I've been working on because we've realized in the last couple of years that it turns up on particular Newfoundland sites, and that sounds kind of like, well, so what? This particular pottery it only exists in a very tiny region in Europe, and it only exists in a relatively restricted region in Newfoundland. In other words, this speaks of some very specific vernacular links from very specific places on the two sides of the Atlantic, and it's that kind of close cultural connection that I'm really interested in working on. And I guess the university research professorship, it means a lot to me because it comes along just at the point where it's time to write this stuff up. My graduate students have been working on the sites that we've been digging. They've been working on the analysis at different levels, but it's really time to start thinking about integrating some of this material. And the great thing about the research professorship is that it really gives me the chance to sit back and think how I want to do it. I don't have to apply now to some agency to get the time, and I even have a little bit of money to use in the way that I think is best for pushing the research along. And I think that's, yeah, I'm very thankful for that. And I hope that, I guess I see the questions getting broader and broader and broader, and this is good timing for making that happen.